Hi. Okay, part two. I'm back. Okay, this is part two. But for anyone who's just landing on this part two without having been to part one, please go back and start part one. It's 10 minutes long. I'm trying to make these videos just 10 minutes long because I want to put them on my TikTok channel. So basically, the first half, I kind of introduced why I was doing this video and myself, and then like kind of my thoughts. I do want to say that how to build confidence, number one, was expressed in part one, but I will just repeat it here because we're basically just getting started. So, how to build confidence, according to me, Lydia, based on my 54 years of life. Okay, so the first one was have integrity with your word. So, basically, do you do what you say you're going to do? And if you don't, or you can't for whatever reason, because things happen, you can't always do what you say you're going to do you have the communication skills to confidently communicate why you're unable to do what you say you're going to do? It's okay not to do what you say you're going to do, but you want to be comfortable communicating to people that you're engaging with, whether it's strangers or business acquaintances or family members. If you don't have the confidence to communicate or the skills to communicate, then that's a little sign. Ding, that's something I can work on. So definitely be integrity with your word. And then if you can't, for whatever reason, because life happens, then be confidently communicating how to. So because this is part two, I want to go ahead and read again the definition of integrity for those who haven't really used that word much in their lives. Maybe you're a young person and which I would love young people to watch this video, because once you identify how to be confident in yourself through your life journey, God, it makes your life journey so much better because you will navigate and come in contact with all kinds of people. But when you're solid and safe and secure in yourself, like the journey is so much more pleasurable. So the integrity, here's the definition: the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. Okay, so he's known to be a man of integrity. That was, a similar word is like honesty. Okay, but I thought number two definition was really interesting and powerful. It says the state of being whole and undivided. Apropos, how interesting that having integrity, which contributes to your level of confidence, can be about a state of being whole, because actually that's how, when you're confident, that's how it feels. You have a sense of your wholeness and your value. Okay, so I'm going to put my phone down and then I'm going to go. I wrote notes. Normally I freeform everything, but I wanted to stay within 10 minutes. So I wanted to not just ramble. So number two, I just mentioned being comfortable communicating your truth. Earlier I said, if you can't honor what you say you're going to do, then learn the skill sets of being comfortable communicating what is true for you. If you don't have these skills, then like I said, mark that down as one you can work on, one that you can actually find coaches or teachers or helpers or whatever to help you learn how to be more comfortable communicating your truth. This is so valuable because when you can communicate your truth, you don't have to express yourself in a way that you don't come from fear. And so you don't act out on situations that can, cause disruption. One of the things I heard the other day is the difference between a narcissist and a person who has self-love and self-confidence. I think it was from Vision, that guy from Mind Valley. He said the difference is um, a person who has self-love expresses compassion and has compassion for others and can see outside of themselves. A narcissist or someone who's coming from their ego can only look at themselves. They don't think about other people or how to be available or helpful to other people, supportive of other people. So that's the difference, when you're like saying, is that person like a narcissist? Are they ego driven? Is their ego running them? Or are they just expressing confidence through self-love and assuredness, having a sense of assurity? How do they get that? By being in integrity with their word, having the ability to communicate. And number 3, I just said, having compassion for others. Number 4 is having an intention based on love rather than fear. So if somebody accuses you of something that doesn't resonate with you or doesn't feel like, it's a projection from them. Instead, you have to ask yourself, when someone says you're this, you're that, you have to check in with yourself and say, do I have a sense of love, or am I coming from something I'm afraid of? Do I care about this person, or am I afraid of something they may do or may not do? That's how you check in when you're in a disagreement with someone and somebody accuses you of something. You have to check in with yourself and say, did my response come from love and fear? Okay, so there's a lot within each one of these. I mean, I could take 10 minutes just talking about each one of these topics. Okay, so number 5, and we're 7 minutes into this video, so I may have to do a part 3, is treat others as you wish to be treated by others, no matter how others are treating you. So that's basically the golden rule. But I expanded it because I wanted to make it more applicable to our lives. So when you treat others as you wish to be treated, which is the golden rule, but then you're doing it in spite of how other people are treating you, that's what gives you a sense of self-confidence. You don't adjust who you are based on how other people are treating you. So like, it's not a tit for tat world. If you treat me like this, then I'm going to treat you like this. No, if you treat me like this, I recognize that's on you, but I'm not going to change who I am, what I'm about, what I stand for, and what's important to me, and how I want to see the person that I am. Because at the end of the day, and here's a secret from 54 years of living, the secret is it doesn't matter. And this is like number 6. It doesn't matter what other people think about you. In the end, because most of the time you live with yourself and your thoughts, it matters what you think of you. So you make decisions based on how you're going to feel about that decision. So what did I say here? So don't make your decisions based on yourself. Hold on. Don't based on what others think about you should do. Okay. So, don't make your decisions based on what other people think you should do about your life. Okay. Obviously, if you're like under the age of 17 or 18 and you haven't left home yet, you have some restrictions. You've got to live within the means of your home life. That's not what I'm intending. I'm just talking about your personal sovereignty, your personal sense of self and your personal freedom, not things that, break the rules of people that you're living with. So that's not, going to work for you because it's going to make your life miserable. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this up. This is part 2 and we're on number 6. Okay. Come back for part 3. Bye.